Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carmen. Welcome. So the 1111 portal is an energetic portal that opens up every November 11th of every single year. But this particular year, this one is bigger than ever. And we're going to talk about why that is. And I'm going to give you an activation in this video to help you to activate this very special one that we're having this year. But whenever you see these repeating numbers, such as 1111, 222, 88, when you see them on calendar days, they always represent days in which there are energetic portals that open up for us to use. And what these energy portals represent are portals in which we can switch onto other timelines and other realities that are higher in frequency and much better than the ones that we are currently on. There are other realities and there are other timelines that exist that are much better than the ones that we are on. And that's because they're higher in frequency and they're higher in vibration. And they exist out there. We are not creating anything new. These timelines already exist. And quantum physics has proven that there are an infinite number of timelines happening all at the same time. And so all we are doing is we are using these energy portals to switch on to those timelines and those realities that are already existing out there. Just being aware of these days and setting the intention, you already shift onto a much better timeline than the one that you're currently on. That's how strong these portal days are. But when you use these activations like the one that I'm going to show you today, then that's just going to help to accelerate and amplify it even more. Okay? Now, 1111 is a very special portal because 11 is the number of the portal in numerology. And I always say in a lot of my videos that if you look at number 11, it looks like a little doorway, right? It looks like a little doorway that you could actually walk through. And so it represents the doorway between different dimensions and different realities, different timelines. 11 is the number of the portal. So this is the biggest portal day of all of them for shifting onto another timeline and shifting into a reality that is what you would consider to be a lot better than the one that you're currently on. And by switching on to a better timeline, the possibilities become endless. Now it's possible for you to do things, to manifest things that you weren't able to before in your old timeline. So a lot of people will use this 1111 portal to help them to switch on to a much higher timeline to help them to manifest things or to bring in things in which they don't currently have in their present reality. Other people will use the 1111 portal to connect into higher dimensions, to connect to their spirit guides, to help to develop higher levels of consciousness or to develop psychic and spiritual gifts, because 11, it represents the doorway between different timelines and different realities, but it's also the doorway and that little portal between different dimensions too. So you can use the 1111 portal to do anything in which you are basically walking from one world into another world. This particular 1111 portal this year, 2023, like I said, it's very, very special and it's more powerful and bigger than any 1111 portal that we've had in our lifetime. And that's because if you add all of the numbers together on this day, 1111 and 2023, if you add all the numbers together and then you keep reducing, you get master number 11. So this particular 1111 portal is happening on a master 11 universal day. So what that means is that this day is going to be triple 11s, right? So this 1111 portal will be one of the biggest 1111 portals of our lifetime. So take advantage of it. It's going to be a very special day. So we're going to do the activation right now. And I recommend doing it on 11/11 because that's when the energies are going to be the strongest, right? But just know that the portal opens up 7 days before 11/11 and it will remain open for 7 days after 11/11 as well. So if you are not able to see this and do this activation on 11/11, don't worry. The energy does start to fade as we get further and further away from 11/11, but you will still be able to use it if you do not happen to catch this in time. And we're going to be using the 11/11 portal activation that I did on my channel last year. So many of you guys really loved that activation, and I got a lot of good feedback from you guys about it. So we're going to be using that activation today, right now. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to set the intention first. I want you to tell the universe why you are using this 11/11 portal day. What is it that you're trying to manifest? What timeline do you want to shift upon to? Let the universe know exactly what that is, because it's going to be different for everybody. And when you set the intention, the universe sees clearly what you are trying to do, and it is more likely to make it happen for you and to support you by doing this. So set the intention first, tell the universe why you are using this, and then after that, I want you to find a quiet space, somewhere where you can kind of relax, rest your head, rest your body, somewhere that's calm and comfortable and quiet. And sometimes these meditations do take you into a theta wave, so that's why it's important for you to find somewhere where you have basically some privacy, right? So after you have set the intention and you have found a quiet, comfortable place, I want you to imagine a gateway in front of you, right? A beautiful doorway, similar to the 11 energy. And whatever that reality is that you are trying to manifest for yourself, I want you to imagine you're sitting in front of this beautiful doorway, and on the other side of this doorway and this gateway is that other reality, right? The other reality that you are trying to manifest. That, like I said, already exists out there, right? If you want it, that means it already exists, right? There's another timeline in which this is happening, right? I want you to imagine what that is just beyond this doorway. Imagining this beautiful reality that you know is already out there, but you just haven't been able to shift onto yet. And you're seeing all of it happen, right? Whatever it is that you want. Imagine the colors. What colors would you be wearing? What would you be doing? Who would you be with? What music would be playing in the background? What would you be eating? What would you be touching? Where would you be? What would the scenery in the background be? Try to imagine as much of that as you can, as if you are watching it all through this beautiful doorway that is right in front of you, and you can see it all on the other side. It's there. It's so close. So close. And all you have to do is walk through that gateway. And now I want you to imagine yourself getting up from the chair that you're sitting in, standing up, and you're moving closer to that doorway. Imagine this in your mind. You're standing up and you're now moving closer to that doorway. Moving closer. Imagine this in your mind. You're getting closer, and as you move closer to this doorway, the sounds of that reality that you want, now it's becoming stronger. Now you're seeing more. You're seeing what exactly you're doing, who you're with, where you are. The colors are becoming more vibrant. The sounds are becoming louder. Now you're smelling the smells. You're smelling the food, you're smelling the flowers. All of the senses are becoming stronger as you move closer and closer to this gateway and this portal. And now I want you to imagine that you're standing right at the doorway. You're right in the center between the two worlds. You see that world and you see your world. You're right in between the two worlds. Your back is to the old world and your front is now facing the new world. And I want you to imagine taking one leg, just one leg, and stepping with that one leg into this different timeline that exists. Now you've got one leg in the new world and one leg in the old world. And I want you to feel the difference. Imagine this. You're in the middle of this doorway. 1 foot in the old world, 1 foot in the new world. And you can feel the difference. The front of you feels this positive, happy, vibrant energy. And you're now seeing everything, right? Everything that you want to manifest, you can see it all in front of you. It's there. And now all you have to do is take that back leg and move it through and walk completely through that doorway and stepping in completely into the new world. And now you're there. Your whole body is now there. And you can feel it on all sides. The front of you feels the positive energy. The back of you feels that positive energy. Now I want you to imagine turning your head backwards, and you're looking one more time through that doorway and through that portal. And you see the old world, and that's the last time you will ever see it. The old way of being. And as you look at it through that portal and that doorway, you know that this will be the last time you ever see it. And I want you to say goodbye to it in your mind. Say thank you, but I'm moving on to bigger and better things now. And I'm saying goodbye. And as you say goodbye, imagine the door closing on that old timeline. And now it's closed. The door is shut. And you can't see it anymore. Now I want you to turn your head. And now you're seeing this beautiful new reality that you have created and you have shifted onto. It's all in front of you. You are now a part of this reality, and you are now the star of this reality that you have shifted onto. Feel how positive that is and how your life is going to change so much now that you've taken this giant step through this doorway. And you have now just shifted on to this new timeline. Congratulations. Just by setting the intention, you've already shifted, right? But you've made it 1,000 times stronger by doing this meditation on 11/11 or around the 11/11 day. So trust that it's happening. Trust that the universe is making it happen for you behind the scenes, but give the universe some time to do this. You might not see the evidence of this right away. It might take some time. It might take a few weeks or a few months, but just trust that you have shifted. And so I hope that you enjoyed this 11/11 portal activation with me today. Let me know in the comments below if it resonated with you and what you are hoping to shift onto. Let me know in the comments below. If you want to get an energy healing session with me that combines the power of Reiki energy healing with the power of divine number codes and numerology and combines the two of them together, then you can head on over to my website, starsalignwithcarmen.com. I would love to have you subscribe and become part of the family. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.